Hello everyone and welcome back to another 2 Cents Plus gaming video, and today I am excited to present to you version 3.0 of the Demolisher proof base. I don't know why my brain just stopped for a second there, but I've been working I've been working on this base for a while. I've got 1.0 there, 2.0 on the other side, and 3.0 here. It is taking me a lot of work to rebuild these all these times and to try to really perfect it. Obviously there's some little quirks here or there that need to be ironed out and all that good stuff, but I'm not too worried about that right now. We're gonna get into the meat and just really get down to what this base is about, how it functions, and then the next video that'll be coming out immediately after this is the Horde test. But real quick, I want to keep this video short, so we'll do a quick rundown. Now, there are supposed to be spikes down here. We've had a horde or two here to test out, and they went well, but a lot of the spikes got taken out, which is fine because it doesn't affect the zombies in really any meaningful way. It does help as a buffer to keep them away and help them path correctly, but otherwise it's of no major consequence. This is the exterior here. Check it out, looking good. But the good part happens on the inside. So here, oh, let me crouch down there. We're here on the inside of the base. I'm gonna put my junk turret down here just in case any stragglers want to roll up while I'm doing what I'm doing, and sure enough, there's a straggler there. Alright, so the base is very similar to the previous model, the 2.0, but there are some key differences. So I'm just gonna highlight all the features here and why this matters. So looking at this base here, we still have the little thing over the top. The only difference is here I put some bars to protect us from the birds when we are fighting in this area. If you look there very closely, you can see some arrow slits. Instead of just having dart traps there, I decided to put dart traps behind the arrow slits because I'm finding out that they can shoot through them. Who knew? I didn't. It makes sense, but I just didn't know. Before I had them in front of the iron bars, which I decided to swap out because these have significantly less health than steel iron slits, arrow slits, so I decided to use those. Let's check back here. As opposed to the one door in the middle, I think is the way it was before. We have two doors on the side and a wide open view here right in the middle for any players that happen to be here to be able to shoot the zombies freely and safely. This was Ranting Monkey's idea. It gives a little extra added protection and also a nice open window for everybody involved to be shooting through here to take care of the zombies. So that's awesome. We have two side parts here, access kind of hallways to get to our traps, which is something very, very helpful. That is what keeps the longevity of this base up. So if you go over here into these hallways, you'll see I have my dart traps placed, and then I also have my electric trap right there behind my dart trap, and then I have the electric trap here. Now these are on the ceiling. No particular reason, but whenever I had them on the floor and the string for the electricity was up here, I was having some glitchy kind of technical difficulties, so I had to stop that for a minute because it wasn't really working the way that I wanted it to. But I have this set up this way because both dart traps are accessible from here. You can reach them from here. You don't need to cross this at all, because if the electricity was on, I'd be getting electrocuted if I did. So I made sure that these were reachable. That's repairable. This is repairable from here. Everything you need to get access to is accessible from here. This is a little... This has a backstory, but we're not going to go into that right now. I just left it the way it was because it kind of doesn't matter. It's no different than this block. It's just a plate, so it's fine. But there's a little backstory to that. But anyway, let's get done with the tour. The other side is essentially identical. There's a box here for storage, and the same deal. This back hallway here, actually these walls, this was like an open area. I filled that in so that way, because there's no reason for that needing to be there. So generator is down here, easily accessible and protected from any spitters or anything like that. And I also moved the dart switches, which were originally here, inside the room, safe, behind the door. No zombies can spit on it. If there's explosions, they won't be affected. These affect the dart traps. These two over this side, and on this side, this affects those two dart traps. Now, with this combination of stuff going on, this is like the perfect storm here. Now, what I've decided to do, or opted to do at least, is with this switch right here, it controls these two darts. I'll have those shooting pretty much at all times. I won't turn this one off unless absolutely necessary. Like there's literally no zombies there and none are coming for a little bit, or there's just 2 or 3. I can just thin the herd myself. I don't really need that on, but for the most part, I leave that on, and that'll go pretty much all throughout the night up until like maybe 1 o'clock. This one is my backup. Now, I decided to do it this way to preserve or conserve as much ammo as possible. Yes, I could have them both on, and yes, I can let them both kill the zombies or whatever, but once they're both out, that's it, and you're on your own. So this is my backup setup. I have those two going from top to bottom. They'll be hitting them chest and up and legs, 2 darts, and then this one, if for whatever reason I run out of darts on the other side and the zombies are still coming pretty strong, I'll turn this one on. And that is guaranteed to last you the whole night. If you do it that way, you are guaranteed to have enough darts for the whole night, as long as they are full. As long as they are full, you're good. Now, it's day 113. It takes a lot of resources to fill those, but it shouldn't be that difficult at this point in the game. You should have probably 2 or 3 boxes of darts at this point, just kind of sitting on standby, since you know you're going to be using them for that type of thing. This hatch right here was kind of unnecessary. It's basically an escape hatch that I can use to, if you guys take a look here, I'll go up here, and the escape hatch actually leads to the base back here as an escape route. And that'll usually be the way we enter the base, and it'll probably just be like, if none of this stuff was here, it'll just be in some field somewhere, some little pillbox I made where we can enter this base underground, because as it stands, there's no kind of real way to get in here outside of up here. But I just did this on purpose. I shot that out so that way I can get in and out here. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the base. It seems pretty simplistic, but it works. It works really well, and it holds the zombies at bay to the point to where, like, honestly, you can spend a lot of time AFKing. Like, you can get lucky, or not lucky, unlucky, and have a cop explode or something like that, or if you're not helping at all, maybe you can find yourself in a situation where the darts run out. But for the most part, you just need to repair stuff. Just keep your repairs up, and this is strictly if you're playing by yourself. If you have other people with you, you can have one person on repair duty, the other person on combat duty, and just kind of go from there. This base is this is about as good as it can get, or at least as good as I am going through the effort of making it right now. This is about as perfect as, you know, I would like to take this. Now, there's another base design, a couple other base designs I have in mind that I do want to try for the future, but we'll get to that some other time. So that was the tour of the base. Tune in, or stay tuned, I should say, because the actual Horde test video is going to be right around the corner. That video will be coming out right after this one, so go ahead and check that one out. Now that you've actually seen the layout, you can actually see this place in action. Don't forget to hit that like button and share. If you have a YouTube channel or you play 7 Days to Die, you have content, I'd like to see your version of this base, or things that you would do to improve on it. Anything like that, just let me know. If you know any other popular YouTubers that do bases like this, you think they would be interested in this base, show it to them by all means. Like, let them know, like, hey, have you seen this before? You never know. Maybe they haven't seen it, or maybe they'll get very interested in it and try to tweak it to their liking, and that'll be more content for you guys to consume. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.